You wouldn't think that we were a persecuted church. You know, we have brought people to faith and they get thrown out of the communities. We have nowhere to house them. They get hunted down by the relations. They get threatened. Sometimes they take photos of us and they put our pictures up in supermarkets warning people of us because we believe in Jesus. There's lots of ways that they can make life miserable, and also very dangerous. They burn down churches, burn down houses, but that's not what I want to focus on. You know, we can't openly publicize what we're doing on the internet, but we can send updates and emails to those that we know and we trust. So we'll be sending out regular emails, and also it's like everything. Every time there's a harvest, we have to pray for laborers. You know, the big organizations here are non-profit, and we sometimes wanted to rent places in their buildings. They don't want to be associated with us because they'll lose their visas. They're Christians, they have meetings, they have concerts, but we are very burdened to bring. They have a purpose to be here in the land, I'm sure, but our purpose is to evangelize, and we have to be very careful about this. And also lawyers have met with us and saying we can't be non-profit, the government will close us down, so we have to become a company, and we have to have regular support. We have to have people that will support us monthly.
Yeah, I want to share about one woman that we met at the Christ Church in the time that Natanel was working. Her name is Teila, and she came to the Lord, and she wanted to be involved in some group, and they didn't let her, but we tried to raise her up by encouraging, and she was really afraid, so she even was afraid to take special food. She took special food, and then we tried to find some way to help, but no one could help her, so she go back to the direction she was. So we really want to say that have mercy of these people, because they're really searching, but if you are not helping them to develop it and to push them into the truth, they will go back.
Yeah, and sometimes we have to get them out of the communities fast, and we have to strike while the iron is hot. We found in the past that they come to faith and they're stuck in their communities, and we can't get them out to teach them fast enough and to disciple them, and their faith is quenched. That seed is stolen, that falls on a path and is stolen by the enemy. We've not only got to bring individuals out and accommodate them quickly, we've got to be able to bring families out quickly. And we can't accommodate them anywhere, because religious, they won't stay in a house that has a cat or a dog. They won't stay in a house that doesn't keep the Sabbaths or keep the food laws. And when we bring them to faith, they need to be weaned off these things. We haven't had religious that have come to faith that overnight they just say, okay, I follow Jesus, I don't need all this. It's a process. They see Jesus in the scripture, they receive him, and then they feed on him, and as they feed on him, then they can be weaned off the milk and get some solid food. But we have to feed them Jesus, and we have to get them out of the communities very, very quickly. And we've had and seen too many abortions of those that have come to faith, of people that have been enthusiastic and been touched by God, simply because we haven't been able to get them out of the communities fast enough. So we need a network of houses to accommodate them. Orthodox that come to faith, also others, but we find out that there is a harvest and there's not enough laborers. They take a lot of work, they're high maintenance, they're not the people you can bring to faith and shake hands with the pastor once a month and pay their tithes and come every Saturday. They're far more needy than that, and especially the Orthodox that come to faith.